Hi, my friends. Welcome back to another coffee and a card. It is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I am obviously not live today, but that's okay because what I'm going to show you, I am so excited about, and I hope that you like it too. There are no directions today, kinda, and I'll explain that at the end. But what I'm going to be sharing with you today, I honestly thought by this point of the year that this would be sold out, and it's not, which is awesome because that means that now you have an opportunity to get one of these for yourself if you want it. Now, if you have already bought this and you're waiting to start it on December 1st and you don't want any sneak peeks, please turn the camera off and have a fabulous turkey day. But if you're someone who, like me, doesn't mind spoilers and kind of wants to see what's involved, then this is the video for you. This is the 2025, our first ever 12 days of crafting advent calendar. And oh my gosh, you guys, I have had so much fun with this. Now, this is how it comes in this big box. This box, I should have measured it. I don't know how big. It's probably 12 by 18, maybe. I can get the measurements for you if anybody wants it. But it comes with so much stuff, including this stamp set. Now, I'm going to have to move my camera up and down so you can see all of this. But you could see that it's actually two stamp sets in here. They just put it in one stamp set holder. Here's one stamp set. Here's the other. They're photopolymer. And what I love about this is that there's something for everything. It's kind of an all occasion. You've got floral, which could also be a poinsettia, by the way. You've got a cupcake. You've got butterflies. You've got some absolutely gorgeous sentiments. I love the font in this. And I want you to know right up front that I will be bringing for you in December two, not one, two Step It Up stampings with the stamp set and everything that comes in the advent calendar. And I made 12 cards with it. So that is 18 cards. And I didn't even touch half of what comes in the advent calendar. So let's get right to it. I am only going to show you 6 cards today. And then I'll either do another video like this if you guys want it, or what I'm going to do is the 12 cards that I've made. If you buy, or if you have already bought one of the advent calendars, I will send you the directions for the 12 cards that I made. Plus, you'll get free instructions for the 2 Step It Up stampings. So yeah, you're going to get tutorials for 18 cards, and you're going to have so much left over, you're not going to know what to do with yourself. So I am trying to figure out the best way to do this. Let me go ahead and open up the box, which barely fits on my desk, to be honest with you. And what I did is, I don't want to ruin the paper. It's cardboard, but it's very thin cardboard to make it easy for you to open up. But how you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to start with door number 1, then go to door number 2, then go number 3, 4, and every day open a new door and make something with whatever is behind that door. My brain doesn't work like that. I had to open them all. Isn't that horrible? I know. That's why I'm like, I waited to show this to you guys because I know there are a lot of you that did not want to open it until December 1st. So again, this is my last warning. Turn away if you don't want to see everything that comes in this advent calendar. But I'm going to start with my first card. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to make this happen. So I'm just going to lay my paper here. And this is card number 1. Let me hold it up. And the only thing that I did, guys, is I added cardstock and inks. Everything else that I used came in the advent calendar. So the stamp set, the paper, and of course the stamp again. That all came from the advent calendar. I just added the Secret C and the basic white cardstock and the Secret C ink. So I could have done this in any color, right? So I wanted to show you what I used for this. All I used was box number 2. And I will have pictures of all of these 6 cards for you if you would like them. Just drop a comment below, and when I get all the pictures taken, I'll at least send you these 6. Okay, so just let me know and I'll send you all 6 of these pictures. Okay, so this is box number 2. I'm going to use the flat end of my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to very carefully open up the door. And guess what we have? We have designer paper. I'm trying to be very careful. I've used quite a bit of this, and you're going to see what I still have left. You can see that I've got some cut. Remember, guys, I've done 18 cards so far. So just so this won't fight, let me put this back over. These are 6 by 6, but they are single-sided. So I'm just going to go through these. I love the colors. I think they are so beautiful. Look, this is obviously, I love this one. This is the one I did with my first card. I like this too. I love the crushed curry and the basic beige with the white. I know it's probably really hard to see in the camera. I'm trying to do different angles to see. And then we've got the basic beige that can coordinate with it. I just think these colors are so beautiful. And there's something for everyone, don't you think? I know our pink lovers are going to absolutely love that paper. And you can coordinate those two together and put it with the old olive. And there we have it. So that's just some of the designer paper. Like I said, I've already used a lot, but very easy to do. So let me close that back up. So that's the designer paper out of door number 2. Okay. Now let's do another super simple card. I'm kind of working up. These first 6 are my easier cards, and then the second 6 are a little bit different. For this, I use that really pretty paper. Let me try to move this up so you can see it. Really pretty paper. I've got some of the designer paper. And then I just stamped the flower in Flirty Flamingo, Old Olive for the sentiment. Isn't that a gorgeous thanks? Now, I want you to try to get your eyes on the center. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's going to. Okay, so I'm not going to really be able to show you what's in the center of that flower. But that is behind door number 11. And let me show you what is behind door number 11. It's right here. This was so fun when I opened this one because we haven't really had too much like this before. And it is gold. Sometimes it's hard for me to get these out of here because I don't want to ruin the box. It's gold glitter glue. Look at that sparkle and shine. And it's got a very nice fine tip. And I just dotted it all inside of my flower. And so this is all glittery and gluey. So fun. It did take a little bit to dry. I will admit that, but not that long. Okay, so let me get that down here carefully. Let's go to our next card. I kind of want to reveal the doors as we go. That's why I'll show these again one more time at the end. I'll bring my camera down. I love this card. Oh my gosh, I love this card so much. So on this card, I used 2 patterns of the designer paper. This one's all gone. I used the heck out of that. So what I want to show you is, obviously, look at that fabulous sentiment, but can you see the gold foiling on that? And again, I'll bring these out again so you can see them up closer, but look for the gold foiling right here. And then that cute little birdie, and then the bow. Well, guess what? Those are all out of door number 4 and door number 9. So let me show you those. Door number 4 is so fun. I love door 4. You'll see when I pull these out, I have used a ton of these. A ton. And you can see, I guess I need to take them out of the package because otherwise you're not really going to be able to see them. Oh, my hands are having a hard time today, guys. I'm sorry. So look at these. Aren't these fun? They're metallic labels. Punch outs is what I call them. I don't know how well you could see these on the picture, but you guys, they're so fun. And they stamp up beautifully. You get quite a few of these, actually. I was surprised. And I've used a lot of them. So that was door number 4. Like I said, there's just so much in here. And what was the other door? I forgot. 9. Okay, popped right out. I love these. Oh, these are so fun. And you could see, well, actually you can't. There's a ton more in here, guys, along with some paper. So let me show you these. I'm sorry to keep going back and forth, but that's the only way I can figure out how to make sure that you could see these. Aren't these fun? So here's some pink cherries, a cupcake, some flowers, some little more die cuts. There are a lot more of these in there. Here's a little tag. And then where I use the blue bow, this is a pink bow. So a lot that you can design with. And I love that all the colors are similar so that they all coordinate together, which is Stampin' Up's claim to fame, right? So let me put these back in door number 9. You can see that there's a lot more in there, but we'll keep those a secret as we keep going. This one, I don't think I have to pull any more out of. Let's see. I stamped the butterfly and fussy cut it out. And then there are dies, by the way, in here. I don't know that let me see if I can find the dies. And then I use the designer paper and then some more of those really pretty gold metallic labels. They just make it so easy to make these cards. Yeah, this was the DSP and the paper labels. I wasn't going to show you these, but the very first box number 1, was die cuts. I fussy cut out that butterfly because if you look at all these die cuts, you can see that they cut out. Look at this one. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so much in here and they're so fun. So there you go. There's the little butterfly. There is something for everybody in these die cuts and they make quick work of it. So that was the first thing that we got in addition to the stamp set. Okay, so let me put those back. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, guys. I'm not going to show you everything today, but I wanted to give you at least a sneak peek. Oh, now this card, I can't honestly say that this is my favorite card, but I think this is my favorite product besides the designer paper, because who doesn't love designer paper? Okay. This card at first glance, you're probably going, oh, that's interesting. The color choices were a little different, but this really grew on me. But I want to show you the side of this card. I don't know if can you see how they're kind of puffy? I don't know what we call these, but I call these puff ups. And these are like little blossoms, or they could be strawberries. They could be strawberries and cherries. I kind of thought they were blossoms and then the closer I looked, I went, oh my gosh, no, Barb, those are cherries and strawberries. But I want to show you what box they came out of, which was behind door number 6. Isn't this, and I just have to say, isn't that a gorgeous sentiment? I'm going to be using this stamp set for forever. What box did I say? Door number 6. Okay. Check these out. Oh my gosh, I am in love with these things. These are probably the only thing that I'm hoarding. You get a ton of them, but I'm kind of hoarding them because I think they're so cute. I don't want to use them. Can you guys see? They're nice and thick and puffy, and there's 2 here. They've got cupcakes, they've got bows, cherries, which I did use, strawberries, which I did use, flowers, and then the little rainbow arch. Oh, terrible picture. I don't know how to get a better picture for you. I'm going to come back in and do this more, but you guys, when I opened this up on, I literally squealed. I thought they were so adorable. Okay, so let me put that back down. And then for our very last card, okay, door 8's one of my favorites. I've obviously used this door a ton. And you get Baker's Twine. Isn't that pretty? It's pretty in pink and misty moonlight and or night of navy. It goes with everything. It's these colors basically. So pretty, and you get a ton of Baker's Twine. So this and this are one of the die cuts. There's actually 2 or 3 there. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. And they're white and they punch out. They're like little die cuts. And I just sponged ink on them with ink and a sponge dauber. Isn't that fun? Look how pretty those came out. And guys, it was super easy. So soft sea foam with a little bit of garden green. And then I did misty moonlight. And then you could see the gold foiling on another one of those labels. And then this really pretty Baker's Twine. I'm going to go through all of that. I'll have all the instructions for you on these cards for those of you that buy the advent calendar. I was going to give it to everyone, but you won't need it unless you have the advent calendar, right? So if you purchase the advent calendar, I promise, I haven't done them all yet because it was kind of a last minute idea, but I will promise if you've bought the advent calendar, I promise I will send them to you. So let me go back and we'll do these again. Mossy Meadow, Granny Apple Green, Strawberry Slush, Secret Sea, and then these. Oh my gosh, I love these little puffy things. They are so fun and they add such nice dimension on your cards. They are just so fun. All right, let me do this one. Here we've got our butterfly again from the stamp set, and I'll show you. It's this one. Excuse me, guys. Here's our butterfly. Here's the inside of our butterfly. So two-step stamping at its best. Then you've got more of those labels. Aren't they fun? And that really pretty designer paper. Very simple card, but I love how that turned out. This is probably my favorite. And I'm not even sure why, because it is super simple. But I love how the little birdie and the bow, which I just punched out, guys. That's all I did. It's got that really pretty watercolor look that I love. I keep going the wrong way. I love the Misty Moonlight with Lemon Lolly. Got that straight from the paper. And then there's just something about these metallic punch outs that just really make this card. Yeah, I have to confess, this is my favorite. Yep. Of this group. I've got 6 more that there are some I really, really like. So here we have, she says immodestly, but it was just so fun to play because basically there's so much stuff and everything coordinates. And I love that little glitter glue. Let's see now if I'm down here, if I can get a better picture of that. A little bit. So fun. And this one, I just love the paper. I love the simplicity. This was the very first card I did. My standard go-to card sketch. So it made it really easy to do. But I just love those little stamps. Let me show you. I love how they make that little background. They're just so fun. So very easy to do. So there you go, my friends. There you have the 2025 12 Days of Christmas Crafting with our Advent calendar. I know that it's a little pricey when you just look at it, when you don't realize what's inside it, but you get a stamp set. This is really 2, but I'm just going to call it 1. 2 sets of dies, Baker's Twine, beautiful designer paper, a bunch of other little surprises that I'm not going to tell you about. And if you guys want me to do my other 6 cards, will you let me know? Because I don't know if you guys do or not. I just thought this was the perfect thing to do on Thanksgiving because we are probably going to be crafting after we put up our tree, and this is perfect for it. And I'm really, really hoping that I didn't spoil the advent calendar for anybody. Hopefully I gave everybody enough warning. But I know I had some people say, well, I'm not going to spend $99 unless I know what's in it. So now you know what's in it. And I am telling you, I'm a straight shooter, guys. What you get in this advent calendar for the price is amazing. It's more than I anticipated. It is so fun. So let's see, I think it's the second week of December 14th and the 28th. I'll be doing 2 Step It Up stampings with this kit again. So you'll see 6 cards there in those 2 Step It Up stampings. And then if you want, let me know. And I'll do another one of these with my remaining 6 cards. So again, if you buy the advent calendar or have already bought it, I promise you I will get the instructions done. I'm a little bit behind. My 12 days of cozy Christmas crafting, I did 12 tutorials, and that starts tomorrow. So if you haven't signed up yet, you still can, but that starts tomorrow, and I have another thing in the works. So this kind of I don't want to say pushed behind, but I am behind on getting all the instructions done for this. So anyway, I am so grateful that you stuck around today and watched this video. I hope you all have a very happy, relaxing, and creative Thanksgiving. Thank you, my friends. I'm so grateful for each one of you. Talk to you later, friends. Bye.